Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
I want to wish Minister Naughton and Minister Moynihan well in their new roles. The opportunity to make this statement is timely. I move to refer to the heartbreaking interview of Raddy Peat and Dan Lambert about their daughter who had non-verbal autism on the Oliver Callan show last Friday. They eloquently articulated the horrendous difficulty parents and their children with special needs face in seeking early diagnosis and intervention. As a GP, their story is the reality for many parents. Theirs is a constant battle to obtain services that should be a right. Every day lost to early intervention is an irretrievable cost. Those with the least resources suffer the most. Raddy and Dan waited 18 months for an assessment in 2023, only to be placed on a 5-year waiting list for intervention. They reflected the frustration and anger that thousands of parents feel. We have ageing parents who've dedicated their lives to caring for their children with special needs. Yet they're unable to plan for their children's future. There is minimal planning available. I recall a mother who cared for her son with severe intellectual disability for 48 years. At 80 years of age, she sought residential care for her son. After years of requests, she was told it would be sorted out when she was gone. When she died suddenly from complications following a hip fracture, his long-term care was arranged within 10 days. A lifetime of struggle should not have ended that way. Disabilities can take on diverse forms, some easily recognisable, whilst others remain hidden from view. Each person's journey is distinct and deserves to be understood on its own terms. I welcome the programme for government's renewed focus on disability, committing to the UN Convention of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities and prioritising a national disability strategy with a vision for 2020. I also welcome the establishment of the Disability Unit in the Department of the Taoiseach, which will give weight and focus to delivery. The strategy must be underwritten by principles of equality, accessibility, the right to live independently, the right to education, adequate healthcare, employment, and the right to participate in daily life. I welcome the recognition of carers in the programme for government. In the context of an existing €6.5 billion spend, we must ensure that funding is directed to the most vulnerable. If reform is required, we should embrace it. Ireland has lagged behind your EU counterparts in supporting people with disabilities. We must move forward proactively. Minister, I know your personal commitment and indeed the Taoiseach's commitment to this issue. To quote Francis of Assisi, start by doing what is necessary, then do what is possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible.
Thank you, Deb.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.